Today I'll guide you through the enhanced workflow optimization within triConvey. Previously, accessing TriSearch required navigating through the eCOS Plus, New Search or VOI buttons to launch the TriSearch website. Now everything is seamlessly integrated into a single, centralized location accessible via the TriSearch tab at the top of a matter. Let's start by creating a sale matter. As per the usual process, we'll click on our new matter, expand our conveyancing, and select our matter type. To help pre-populate this matter, you can enter in the reference details or an address. If you don't have those details just yet, you can simply just hit Create to open the matter. Now to access the new workflow, there are some key pieces of information that we will need. To generate the new workflow, we'll need to have the matter number, the vendor details, in this case for a sale, and also the property details. So I'll go ahead and enter those key pieces of information in. Once all those details are in the matter, if the TriSearch tab still shows you the TriSearch user interface, we can force a sync to our new workflow by simply closing and reopening the matter. Now when we click on our TriSearch tab, we'll be in the new workflow. The first step we may be required here is to confirm our property details and order a title, so we'll go ahead and do that. The workflow will open and automatically take us to our Searches and Certificates tab via the left-hand panel. Let's navigate to our first milestone via the left-hand panel, which will be our client onboarding and VOI. You will still have full access to all the TriSearch options that everyone's familiar with. We can still access all of our services for our state-based searching, access to our reporting, our search function within TriSearch, our iSupport, your TriSearch settings, and if we click on this little person icon here, you'll get a suggestion for the welcome tour. This is where you'll find a copy of today's demonstration. The left-hand panel also provides access to our new workflow and all of our different milestones. You can view all of your search results and return certificates under the Searches and Certificates heading, as well as a fee summary of all the searches conducted through TriSearch. On the far right-hand side, you'll have an inbuilt AI tool designed to assist with workflow navigation, process recommendations, and identifying our next steps within the matter. It will also pick up any changes within the matter, and the AI will prompt you to review and update these changes as needed. The first step in our sale workflow is our client onboarding and VOI. This is where the VOI process begins. If you're familiar with triVOI, you'll be aware of the process in choosing our workflows, our VOI type, including our client authorization forms, etc. While you may be familiar with this, what is new is what your client will see. Your client will be taken to a brand new client portal, one centralized location to complete all tasks that you require from them. I won't go ahead and process the VOI today, but if you're interested in seeing the process, our team is available for demonstrations if needed. Next is our contract preparation milestone. This is where we can order contract-specific certificates and other required documents. If a title search has not been completed, this will be your first prompt. Once a title search has been ordered, it will appear at the top of the page for easy access. While TriSearch remains fundamentally the same, it is now integrated within the main triConvey window, making navigation throughout the process seamless. As you can see, we have all of our prescribed and recommended documents will be listed for your contract completion below. For this demonstration, I'll only order the contract at this stage. At the bottom of the page, you'll also see our contract watermark. This will appear on the general conditions pages, and while it can be edited at this stage, note that once the order is placed, it can no longer be modified. Let's go ahead and place our order. The next step in our workflow is our front pages. Editing front pages follows a familiar process if you've used the eCost Plus tool before, and the interface remains the same. Again, you can make any changes you need to by clicking into the vacant space. By clicking on Continue, we're going to move through the process, moving on to our special conditions now. Here you can upload your special conditions by the upload icon on the top right hand side of your screen. Next to that, we'll also have the cogwheel icon. This is where you can manage your special condition library, allowing you to set default documents, rename or remove the documents as needed. By clicking on Create New, we can also upload special conditions from this box as well. If we have multiple special conditions for different scenarios, we can alternate using the drop-down options on the top left-hand side. The next step is to review our contract and compile these documents. These documents will automatically save back to the triConvey matter under our All Files heading. If I need to upload any additional documents as part of compiling this contract, I can do so via the Upload Files button on the left-hand side. If I need to upload any additional documents as part of compiling this contract, I can do so via the Upload Files button on the left-hand side. Our next milestone is our sign and exchange. Here you can upload a copy of the purchaser's contract and also request our vendor to sign their contract. I'll go ahead and add a contract so we can request for signing. We'll now click on our vendor to sign. Confirm all the details are correct for the vendor before continuing. This will now open up the request signing box. Here we can simply drag and drop wherever we would like our vendor to sign. Once done, simply hit request for signing. Once signed, the system will update the contract status to reflect the completed signature. At this stage, you can proceed with dating and exchanging the contracts. Once confirmed, by clicking on Share Contract, it will generate a hyperlink which can be copied and shared via email or any of your preferred communication methods. All documents generated through this process will automatically save within the matter under a folder labeled Signed Documents. This ensures easy access and organization for all relevant documentation. The last few steps in this process for the sale is to complete our Section 47 under our Post-Exchange heading. Answer all the required questions and then go ahead and place your order. Moving on now to our settlement milestone. Here we can book our settlement via Settle.it. What's included will be listed below. Complete all the necessary details and proceed to book settlement. With these enhancements, triConvey streamlines your workflow, improving efficiency and ensuring a seamless conveyancing experience. Let's now move on to the purchase workflow. Now, before we proceed with the purchase workflow, one thing to keep in mind that will prevent you from accessing the sale or the purchase workflow is if the matter is already in flight. Now, what we mean by in flight is that if any searches or orders are already in the matter and the workflow has never been opened, you won't be able to access it. You'll just be defaulted to the triSearch user interface. Also, if you're operating an older version of triConvey software, it will not open. The minimum version requirement for this workflow is 9.5, and you can check what version you're on by accessing your settings via the main triConvey dashboard. As per usual process, we'll go ahead and click on New Matter, expand our conveyancing, and select our purchase matter type. To help pre-populate this matter, you can enter in the reference details or address at this point. If you also have a contract of sale, you can upload it here to help pre-fill the matter too. If you don't have those details just yet, you can just simply hit create. Again, we need certain details like matter number, property details, and purchaser information to be entered into the matter so we can access our new workflow. I'll go ahead and add some of those details now. Once that information has been entered into the matter, we'll click on our triSearch tab. Our first window will be our quick launch window. This will give us two options to either upload our contract now to minimize any manual data entry or to proceed to verifying our client. Now, if I don't have a contract to upload from the purchaser at this point, and I do decide to move forward with my VOI, I will still be prompted to upload a purchaser's contract at the sign milestone via the left-hand panel. But for this demonstration, I'm going to go ahead and upload my contract. We'll be presented with an option to upload our contract to get started. Simply browse your files, select the document, and that will upload. Once we're done, click Continue. What it will do now is we'll extract the data from my contract to help pre-fill the matter. This may take 30 seconds or so. Once the extraction is complete, you'll be notified via a little green tick up the left-hand side. And now we have the option to import our data into the matter. Click on Import Data and the sync will be completed. Once it has been completed, it will take us back to the quick launch window where we can start our purchase milestones with our VOI. In the central view, you'll still have access to state-based searching services, quick reporting, access to searching within triSearch, your iSupport, triSearch settings, and then also via the icon on the far right, our welcome tour, where a copy of today's demonstration will be. There is an AI tool designed to assist with the workflow navigation, process recommendations, and detecting changes within the matter. We can also ask this on next steps during our milestones. And what it will do is it will generate a response to help us with the milestone process. On the left-hand side panel, we'll have access to our searches and certificates, fee summaries for this particular matter, and then also above our purchase workflow. The first step in our workflow is our client onboarding and verification of ID. In the center here is where the VOI process begins. If you're familiar with triVOI, you'll be aware of the process of choosing the VOI type, your workflow, selecting client authorization forms and purchases declaration, etc. What's new in this process is what your client will see. They'll be taken to a brand new client portal, a centralized location to complete all the required tasks. I won't go ahead and process the VOI today, but if you're interested in seeing it in action, our team is available for demonstrations. Moving on to our sign milestone via the left-hand panel. If we've not yet uploaded a purchase contract, we will have the option to do so here. Once it has been uploaded, via one of those methods I mentioned before, it will appear in the central screen. On the top left-hand side, you'll have the option to create your 66W as well. On the right-hand side, you'll see a button to request your purchasers sign the contract. Before requesting signing, a box will pop up to confirm the purchaser details. You can edit these details if needed before clicking Continue. The last step is to verify the signature and the placement on the contract. You can drag and drop it as you need, and then click Request Signing. Once signed, the contract will update to show the signature under the sign milestone in the workflow. All documents generated through this process are automatically saved in the matter under Signed Documents. This ensures easy access and organisation of all relevant documentation. The next step in the workflow is our post-exchange. This is where we can order certificates and also our title insurance through Stewart Title. Simply complete all the transaction details, confirm that all pre-filled data is correct, tick and confirm the searches that we conducted before settlement, and click Submit. Next is at our settlement milestone. Here we can book our settlement via Settle It. Below we'll see what's included in our Settle It order. Complete all the necessary settlement details and proceed to book settlement. That now concludes the new conveyancing workflow through triConvey.